Alright folks, today I'm doing a tabletop review and a shoot of my new Kel tec P11 9mm semi-automatic subcompact pistol. Picked this one up new through AFES for $256 out the door. Normally in town, I priced them between $313 and $330 before taxes. So having the ability to shop AFES really helped in that aspect. Magazine comes with, from the factory, it comes with a McGar 10-round magazine. I thought that was an error, but I checked on a website called KTOG, which is Kel Tec Owners Group, ktog.org or .com, and they were telling me that McGar actually makes the magazines for Kel Tec. The magazine, the capacity of this weapon, 10+1. 10 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. I have not fired this weapon yet. Honestly, I've never fired a semi-automatic pistol. I own a revolver, I've shot that, that's easy. So I'm learning on this one here. So today the ammo that I'm going to be shooting out of this weapon is Winchester 9mm 115 grain white box FMJs, full metal jackets. Also going to be putting in some Winchester SXZ9 personal protection hollow points, because these are likely going to be my carry rounds, and so I need to get comfortable with them and how they react and all that. And then one other round that I'm going to shoot, it is a, let me look at this, this is a, what's it called, a S&B. I can't remember the name of the round, the company, but it's like some company, something in Beloit or something, I can't remember, I looked it up, some French name I guess. Those rounds, I've got a magazine full of those rounds. I found a 9mm magazine out in the field when I was four-wheeling one time. The magazine was a Springfield. I don't have a Springfield, so I just stripped the rounds out of it and sold the magazine. I kept the ammo. So they look good enough, so we'll just have to see how they shoot. This one here I really like. Focusing on it, I don't know. This is the SXZ9. I picked this stuff up from Bass Pro Shops. I want to say they look similar to Black Talons in the color, but I'm sure they're not the same. So, getting back to the gun, I had the option of buying this one here for $256 out the door, or I could have gotten a Kel tec P11 for $258 out the door. Well, this one here was $2 cheaper, and I've done some reading and I've done some watching the videos of the Kel tec P11 versus this one here. This one here has more longevity. It's been around longer. I think it came into service, not into service, but into production in 1995 to the public. A lot of people have good things to say about it. I think the only thing people really poo-poo this gun about is the trigger pull. I've dry fired it a couple times, and the trigger pull seems like it is, as people say, very long, very tough, which obviously can affect your accuracy. The PF9, well, you know, this is not all about the PF9, but I will tell you that reliability issues of the PF9 really made me decide to purchase this firearm right here. So capacity was another thing. The PF9 holds 7+1. It's a single stack. It's a little thinner. It's a little bit lighter from what I understand. Not much. Maybe, you know, I mean, just not much at all. This weapon here is a double stack, 10+1, so $2 cheaper than the PF9. I get more rounds, and ultimately people have their own opinions, but ultimately I think I got a better gun. So let's see if we can quickly take a look at it. It's got a polymer frame. The guide rod here, it is also made of polymer. It does not have an external safety. Very easy to take down. You got your takedown pin right there. Real simple. Maybe I'll do another video on how to actually take apart the weapon. There's plenty of them on YouTube. You know, if you can't wait, then I suggest you go check those out. Slide on this one here, it is I got the Parkerized version. There's 3 different versions you can get for this gun. You can get the Parkerized version, you can get the hard chromed version, and you can get the blued version. This one, being the Parkerized one, I had no choice really. I mean, I could have ordered one that I wanted, but the price would have been different. This is the one they had in stock. This is the last one they had in stock, and I'd been looking at it for about a month. I really couldn't pass it up. So, as I said, it does not have an external safety to fuss about. It's basically, you know, load the magazine, chamber around, point, shoot. That's it. It does have last shot lockback. And you know, one big thing I want to say about the whole safety thing is that, you know, people say that safety is this, safety is that. You know, the safety will sometimes be a hindrance to people, because when they get in a situation, they pull it out and they forget to flick off the safety, and they go to squeeze the trigger and nothing happens. So with this one here, that's one less thing you have to worry about. And besides that, you know, you can have all the safety in the world, but really, as people say, there's 2 places where your safety is. One of them is in between your ears, and the other one is your finger. So figure, as long as you keep your finger off the trigger, you should be safe. And the long trigger pull on this gun makes it safe as well. Safer. It's not above, you know, accidental discharge or whatever, but because the trigger pull is so long, I believe it's less likely to happen. You're really going to have to put some effort into pulling the trigger in order to get this firearm to accidental discharge. So, okay, so there's the tabletop. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I'm missing, but we are going to go ahead and cycle some rounds through it and see how it shoots. As I said, this will be my first time shooting it, and I know what people have said about the gun, and I just want to get my own feel for it. So stay with me, and we'll see some shooting.